It's time to play America's favorite jackpot game. This is Powerball. Good evening, America. I'm Michelle Lyles. Tonight, we've got another life-changing jackpot for you in an estimated amount of $151.1 million. Get your tickets out. We'll start things off tonight with the number 62. Right after that, America, we have 55. Let's congratulate Dennis Goodman of Kentucky, who won $150,000. Your next number up tonight is 53. That's followed by 9. And we're rounded out tonight with 30. Now for your winning Powerball number, good luck, everyone. It is 23, and your Power Play multiplier is 3. Let's take another look at those winning numbers. Remember, there are multiple ways to win. We'll see you back here Monday night. Good night, everyone.
Live from ClickOrlando.com and WKMG, we're getting results in your neighborhood now at 11 p.m.
Now at 11, a nerve-wracking afternoon in Brevard County has finally come to an end. Tonight, a brush fire that caused people to leave their homes is out. That brush fire came dangerously close, right up to several backyards in Palm Bay. Good evening to you. I'm Eric Von Aken. Glad you're with us on this Saturday night. The fire started on the Space Force Annex in Palm Bay, and people who live next to it along Isar Avenue evacuated as these flames moved their way. News 6's Troy Campbell was there when those neighbors came back home tonight. All right, Troy, thank you. We just heard from the firefighters about the dry conditions ripe for brush fires. Meteorologist Samara Kokinas is pinpointing those conditions and no relief in sight, unfortunately, Samara.
Right, and this is our transition time where we start to see our rain chances beginning to pick up. We did have a wet winter. Remember,
yes,
it's been a little bit more active, so that has really helped us because this has been technically our dry season. So as we look at the drought monitor this evening, you'll notice that there are some areas highlighted in the yellow, which is the abnormally dry category. This is not the moderate risk for or the moderate drought risk at this point. So when we look at the highlighted areas, it's the majority of Brevard County and the majority of central and southern Osceola County. This particular drought monitor was issued on Thursday, and another updated version will be issued this upcoming Thursday, which we could see some of that area spread with most of Central Florida in a rainfall deficit right now. When we look at your wind speeds, anywhere between about, I would say, 2 and up to 16 miles per hour, primarily out of the east, gusting up near 25 miles per hour still tonight. So and that is what carries those embers very swiftly and just adds fuel to the fire, so to speak. So when we look at the live radar, there hasn't been much rain today. There were a few isolated sprinkles of rain, but really not enough to bring us any relief. I'll be back to pinpoint just how long we're going to see the breezy and dry conditions, and if we could see some rain over the next 7 days coming up in just a few minutes. Eric, back to you.
Talk to you soon, Samara. Thank you. In Volusia County tonight, we're learning a man is in jail after police say he shot 4 people at a nightclub on the coast. Police say that this man, Misael Maldonado, started firing during a fight in the entertainment district of Daytona Beach. When he was arrested, police say they also found fentanyl on him. He's been arrested on attempted murder charges and drug possession. And this area is no stranger to this type of crime. We've been telling you that leaders in Daytona Beach have been working to address a spike in crime near Razzle's nightclub, giving them the ultimatum to either improve security or lose their extended hours permit. 2 Polk County Sheriff's deputies are fighting for their lives in the hospital at this moment after a shooting overnight at a local park where they were fired at by a sovereign citizen.
Little did they realize at that moment in time that this was a sovereign citizen. He was Moorish. And Moorish sovereign citizens are known to believe that federal law, state law, local law does not apply to them. They are known to resist law enforcement. And there is a history where they shoot police officers.
Well, the sheriff says the suspect then opened fire on deputies, hitting Deputy Sheriff Craig Smith and Lieutenant Chad Anderson. Other deputies fired back, killing the suspect. The 2 deputies are still in the ICU at this moment, but we're told they should survive, fortunately.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. Engines full power and liftoff. Go Galileo.
Yet another picture-perfect launch from our Space Coast, lighting up the night sky. SpaceX sent up the Falcon 9 for the Galileo mission, putting satellites into space for the European Commission. Went off without a hitch just after 8 p.m. and lit up the sky across Brevard County. Being able to grab a fresh pair of socks or put on a clean shirt each morning is something that most people do every day without even thinking about it, right? But a whole lot of folks here in Central Florida cannot do that. Light Orlando and dozens of volunteers got to work this morning to sort thousands of pounds of clothing to give to charities to help the people. News 6's Emily McLeod was there as they got results. And you got results today for others in our community who need help, survivors of domestic violence. We've told you how some cannot and do not leave their abusive situation because they can't get their pets out safely with them. So today you help change that. Harbor House is a local domestic violence shelter. News 6 investigator Eric Sandoval hosted the fundraiser, and we're proud to say that we got results in a big way. With your help, we raised $80,000 for Harbor House. Meteorologist Samara Kokinas back with us hot and dry today, depending on where you live if you were lucky.
Right, and even then, those isolated sprinkles really didn't make a difference. So let's take a look right now. You'll see rain chance or rain fall totals for Melbourne for the month of April so far. Hardly anything. We're definitely below where we need to be by almost an inch. You can see only 2 days, the 3rd and the 11th, where they had rainfall in the Melbourne area, leading to those extra dry conditions in all of Brevard County, including that Palm Bay area. I'll be back to pinpoint rain chances over the next 7 days and have a look at your Sunday forecast in minutes.
But first, though, if your closet is a disaster, if your shelves have fallen off the wall, you're not the only one. Donna, it happened to right there, and we show you how to fix your shelves the right way so you can put more weight on them. It's really not that hard. We're getting results at home coming up right after the break.
Live with Eric Von Anken, meteorologist Samara Kokinos, and sports with Ryan Welch. This is WKMG at 11 p.m. Getting results.
You did, and I can speak from experience. That is the most aggravating thing to have happen, is your whole closet just collapse.
We were just talking about it here in the studio. So all of those wire racks come with hardware that involve using your drywall, just using the strength of your drywall, which you know, works most of the time, but I think we've all realized we put a lot of heavy stuff on there. If you want to make sure it doesn't fall, hit the studs like we did. And by the way, I know there was a joke to be made about Jeff, my cameraman, Jeff, the crafty cameraman, with the stud finder. We tried to. Trust me, we didn't miss an opportunity. but the video clip didn't end up panning out. Otherwise, it would have made it into that story.
Okay.
Next time. Meteorologist Samara Kokinas,
you guys,
back with us.
I love the moments that you guys have when you're out there.
We try. We're not that funny.
You are. You guys are. You're really funny, and you're handy, and you're funny, and I just love it. I love that segment.
Made my night. Thank you.
Looking at the live radar tonight, really quiet conditions all across Central Florida. We did have a few sprinkles of rain, but it wasn't enough to really make a difference out there. But temperature-wise, you may think it's a little cool out there, and it is, but it's cool and comfy. So as we look at temperatures right now, we're in the lower 70s across most of Central Florida, upper 60s in Gainesville tonight, and I do believe we are headed to the 60s, but when you factor in that east wind, it's not a cold wind from the north, but rather an east wind. It is definitely whipping out there, anywhere between about 9 and up to 16 miles per hour, even 24 miles per hour in Melbourne, where the winds have been gusting in excess of 25 miles per hour. So when you factor that in, it can make it feel a little bit cooler at times, but I can tell you these winds are causing problems along the coast. It did today, it will tomorrow, because that wind isn't going to let up overnight into tomorrow. So when we look at it, we do have a small craft advisory in place. The intracoastal waterways are definitely rough out there. be careful if you're headed out to the beach. There's a high rip current risk in place, and also that surf is definitely choppy. So swim safe and near. Lifeguard, I don't recommend getting in the water. Look at that water vapor imagery. This shows us moisture in the upper levels of the atmosphere in the green. You can see we did have a few little plumes there, enough to give us a bit of sky cover tonight. So we do have some clouds overhead, but as high pressure lingers just offshore of us, it's skirted a little bit further to the east. Our winds have already shifted out of the east, and so we're starting to see some of that moisture return. Now, as we zoom back over here, look at this dry line draped across central and southern Texas tonight, and you can really see that's where all of the really nasty weather stays. Okay, none of this is headed our way, but if you do have friends and family headed from Texas or anywhere in Oklahoma or in the upper Midwest, they're definitely going through some rough weather tonight and probably tomorrow as well. Looking ahead for us, we're just going to be dealing with a little bit of cloud cover overnight. As we wake up tomorrow, we'll have some clouds to contend with. By the afternoon, they check out. The sun is going to be out in full force. It's going to feel nice out there, still on the breezy side. So if you are headed out to the beach, again, be careful. By tomorrow night, we're still dealing with partly to mostly clear skies. And temperature-wise, though, it's going to be nice. Your rain coverage for tomorrow is 10%. Likely you're probably going to stay dry. Your overnight lows mid to upper 60s. Here's a look at tomorrow.
Sponsored by Strata Air Conditioning and Heating. AC emergency? You ought to call Strata.
A little on the breezy side with your high temperature right around 83 degrees. Now let's get you some results and show you your pinpoint accurate 7-day forecast. A rain chance of 10%, right? That doesn't mean zero. It means it can happen. We stay breezy as we start the work week, but look at this. Your temperatures go up to the mid to upper 80s Monday and Tuesday. We're back to the low 90s by midweek, and that's exactly where we stay heading into next weekend. But did you notice something about that 7-day? Besides it's breezy,
90s?
There's no rain.
No rain.
No, we definitely need it.
That's what we just said. Got a little bit of a stretch here, Samara. Thank you. Here's tonight's Florida Lottery drawing. Good luck.
It's your Saturday, April 27th, Florida Lotto with double play and Fantasy 5 games. Good evening, I'm Charles Locke with tonight's Florida Lotto jackpot is worth $1 million. Your winning lotto numbers, good luck. They're on the way. That first number is 14. Coming up next, we have 29, 53, followed by 42, 19, and that final number is 31. We've got another great chance for you to win with the new Lotto double play. Get those tickets ready. 49, 10, 9, 26, 29, and finally 48. Now let's play Fantasy 5, where you can win hundreds of thousands of dollars. You're winning Fantasy 5 numbers for the night. Coming right up. That first number is 13, followed by 16, 22, 3, and finally 9. Let's take another look at those winning numbers. Thank you for playing the Florida Lottery and helping to support education.
And here tonight's winning Powerball numbers again for you. They are 62, 55, 53, 9, 30, and the Powerball is 23. Cash for life is 5, 7, 28, 44, 52. The cash ball is 1. And if I had that stud finder right now, it would be going crazy as I bring it close, because Ryan Welch is here. Magic enjoyed the comforts of home.
You're such a good guy. They certainly did, yeah. It turned out to be consecutive blowout wins at the Kia Center as the Magic even up their playoff series with the Cleveland Cavaliers coming up. What turned the tide in the second half of Game 4, and there was another Game 4 tonight in Orlando. The Solar Bears trying to go up 3-1 in their series with Greenville. We'll have an update coming up.
It hasn't been done in a while.
You're talking about taking our newscast on the road.
Live. I'm in.
Pack it up. It's all going on the road.
Do we just put the desk on a truck or something?
So what's the plan?
To help our communities, we need to be where they are, listening to them.
Whatever it takes.
But a helicopter?
Yeah.
Join News 6 in Harbor House of Central Florida for the Pause for Peace Walk and 5K event.
Welcome back to News 6. Now it's time to get it done on the road. That is the mentality for the Magic after they evened up their playoff series with the Cavs with a second consecutive home beatdown. And we'll be right back.
Trooper Steve on Patrol is sponsored by Gibson Truck World. We are the king of trucks.
Hey, we're done, but you and Jamie got a big show coming
After
up.
the whistle coming up, we're going to break down Game 4, Magic and Cavaliers. It's all even at 2 now. We'll have a little bit of a roundtable discussion as we look at the series so far and what lies ahead.
A lot to talk about
right.
for the Magic getting it done. Stick around. Bye.